Hey, Steve Kortyka here, and this video is going to be about extending your lines over common chord tonalities. So, have you ever wondered how to play longer lines over certain tonalities? A common way to arrive at vocabulary is to transcribe lines from the masters and to piece together the things that they play in a variety of different ways. What I'm going to demonstrate right now are 10 lines that I've worked out over major seventh chords that I've pieced together through the years. You'll notice in these lines that they're similar themes, but they'll be rearranged in a different order, which gives them a different sound. Some common techniques I'm going to use here are enclosures, arpeggiations, and some of the lines also utilize triad pairs. And in general, things that I think are interesting and piece a major seventh chord together in a way that I think sounds melodic. What I've done here is compiled 8 of the most common chord qualities that you see in virtually every jazz standard. Today we're going to be talking about the major seventh chords, but a lot of the principles that we're using here can be applied to the other chords as well. This collection of extended language also contains theoretical explanations of each chord quality and why they function the way they do. If you've ever been curious about what the difference between an altered dominant versus a natural dominant versus a flat 9, flat 13 chord versus a diminished dominant, this collection has it all covered with theoretical analysis and clear explanations for why the chords are working the way they are. If this sounds interesting to you, you can check out a PDF of this on my website. There's a total of 71 lines written out in all 12 keys that cover 8 different tonalities. If you add that all up, it's going to equal a whole lot of language. The lines we're going to be looking at will be playing in the key of C on tenor sax. They're actually going to be sounding a whole step lower than they're written in concert B flat. C is the people's key, so I figured it'd be best to use to demonstrate. So here we go. Here's line number 1. It goes up into the sharp 11 territory and it actually arpeggiates that G major 7. So what's so cool about this tonality to me is that you actually have 2 tonalities happening at the same time. I always try and think of C major 7 but also G major 7. Here's line number 2. Some enclosure things happening there, and you can see on the and of beat 3 you have a D major triad that gets arpeggiated there, which is part of that triad pair that works over a C major 7 chord. Let's look at number 3. So the last 2 measures of this is just using that 5-3-1 pattern as it travels down the chord. Let's look at number 4. Let's check out number 5. Moving on to number 6. Let's check out number 7. It's kind of a common bebopism. What's neat about this one, it goes down to the sharp 11 and then encloses the 5th using that enclosure. Let's check out number 8. So what you can start to do with this is you can actually put some of these lines together. They work well that way. The main function of this collection of lines is if you're soloing over a tune and you get to a chord that you just kind of have a mental block with, this is going to provide you with a lot of different options and some different ideas. Let's hear what number 6, 7, and 8 sound like if you put them all together. So all of that is C major 7 material, and hopefully all are things that are going to spark your imagination. So you got number 9. Some nice enclosures around the major chord tones there. Number 10. That one uses a lot of the major 6 and the major 7th, which are pretty dominant chord tones in a major 7 sharp 11 chord. I misspoke earlier, there's actually going to be 11 lines. This one starts with a D major arpeggiation. I think it's really important for people to explore tonalities and to come up with their own specific vocabulary for dealing with them. And I think reading through these lines is really going to help to speed up that process. If you dug what you heard and you think there's somebody that might benefit from this book, please feel free to pass on the info. And in the meantime, please like and subscribe to my channel for any and all things saxophone. Catch you next time.